Reincarnation of a king long gone, the highest enlightened nigga sitting on top of the sun.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Danny, aka King Bub, and we are here with TBU, the Battle Union. Finally, we are back with the Battle Union Season 4, and I am super freaking hyped for this. I've been waiting this for a while, because TBU, of course, is my home league. It's pretty much where I started, where, you know, they kind of helped me meet a lot of people, and that's where I met all my friends now, pretty much thanks to TBU. So I'm pretty pumped for Season 4, and I want to do really well. I didn't do too bad for my first season. Last season, we didn't make playoffs, sadly, because I played really bad towards the end, but we are back here with Season 4, and the team I drafted, I think I can actually do very well with, and I definitely think it's better than the team I drafted last season. I'm much more comfortable with it. I've learned a lot more till now, so we are here with TBU. And the Munchlaxster United once again representing in this season. So, we changed a little things about TBU this season, the rule-wise, like draft-wise. We had less points because there weren't many megas, and we're not forced to get a mega this time. If you noticed, last season in TBU we had to get a mega, but this season we don't, because there are less megas. They're not the good megas anymore, like Mega Lopunny, Mega Gardevoir, Mega Metachance, which is like the king of TBU, but we don't have those megas anymore, sadly. So we kind of pushed the megas aside, and we said we don't have to draft it. You can draft it if you do want to, but you don't have to. So we lowered the point value that we have to pick from, and megas actually cost less points now than like a S plus mon, which makes sense because, you know, megas kind of been downgraded a little bit because of the lack of megas there are. There's still really good megas like Mega Pinsir, of course, but other than that, you know, it's a little bit less now than, like, let's say Tapu Lele, which is like S plus rank. That thing's freaking broken. So yeah, but hopefully we can do something with that. But so I was, I think, 3rd overall in the draft, which is not bad. Finally getting some good, nice draft placements, and we got to pick up something really cool. So before I get into the team, guys, make sure you guys do drop a like and sub if you are new, because TBU's here, and you guys, I know you guys are hyped, because I'm freaking hyped as hell, and I'm sure you guys are also. So make sure you do show the support and sub, of course, if you are new. And of course, it's gonna be on the DS, so that's gonna be cool, Gen 7, and I'm gonna try to get that cool, like, 1080p looking sexiness, you know what I'm talking about, 1080p, where it looks real nice and not like pixelated and stuff. So that's gonna be pretty fun. I'm excited about that. So okay, let's get into it. I've been rambling on, and I know this video is probably gonna be super long, which is fine because I like making long videos now. What's the point of rushing, you know? Alright, so you're about to see our first pick, and it is right here, Magearna. So we picked up Magearna. It is an S rank for us, I do believe. Yeah, it's an S rank. We pick up Magearna. Magearna's a really cool mon. If you look at its stats, I'm about to change this to 50. I'm probably gonna change it to 50 as I go along, because I did not do it, but if you look at its stats, it's really bulky. This thing is bulky. A Steel Fairy type, which is an amazing typing to have. And I think my voice is cracked right there, but it's all good. The moves, it gets awesome moves: Calm Mind, Shift Gear, Flash Cannon, Flare Cannon, which this thing drops his special attack by 2. But with its awesome ability, if we do kill something and with Flare Cannon, then we're only gonna drop 1, because his ability so hard raises our attack by special attack by 1 whenever we get a kill with Magearna. So that's pretty cool. But the coverage on this thing's pretty awesome. It can be played physical randomly if you ever wanted to, like Shift Gear. It's just Shift Gear, just to raise the speed, and maybe Sweep's not real cool. So it gets a lot of cool things. Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave, Volt Switch is really awesome. That's probably my favorite thing about Magearna. It can give you a lot of momentum, because it is something that can cause a lot of switches. So as long as you're not going into a ground type, you can Volt Switch around and gain a lot of momentum with Magearna, which is really nice, and I really do enjoy that. And it does damage, because if you look at its special attack, it's base 130, which is amazing. If you invest all the way in it, it's 182, which is just so strong for Magearna. And if you get those soul heart boosts, it's really gonna be hard to stop. Magearna's something cool. We're starting off with a good fairy and steel type. So we already got 2 out of the 3 for the Fairy, Dragon, Steel Core, and Magearna's pretty awesome. And then I'm gonna have so much fun using this thing. I really hope it can put in work for us. And I don't have a nickname for this thing. If you guys do have nicknames, please let me know. But I do not have a nickname for this, so make sure you drop that that nickname down, and I'll see if I like it or not. And if I don't, then yeah, maybe next time. But yeah, that's Magearna. That's about it. You know, this thing can be versatile, but it doesn't do something crazy out of the ordinary. But I think Calm Mind might be something cool to try one week maybe, so we'll see about that. And now for our second pick, I wanted to pick something else kind of bulky. Kelly, aka Under the Radar, was helping me draft a little bit. We were just talking and I was helping him, we were helping each other, just look at things like that. And he told me I should go for this mount, and I said, yeah, I like this mount on the ladder. It's so annoying, and it's Toxapex. Bloody Mary, the Toxapex, that's what it's gonna be called. And I'm pretty hyped to use this because I have used it on the ladder plenty of times. I'm sure everybody has, and you've seen it plenty of times, and this thing is freaking annoying. And the reason I really like this thing is, like, if you look at its stats, it got really bad HP, but the defenses really add up to it, and it just makes it extremely hard to take down. It gets Regenerator, which is an ability that's really annoying. Having like a Regenerator core like that is really tough to take down. And obviously it's not an offensive presence, but this thing does look like it could be like a setup, something you could set up on easily, which I do not like to have. I'm not a person that likes to have bulky months that could just easily get set up, but it does get haze, so that kind of fixes everything for me. Haze can go through the subs and everything and stop anything from setting up, and this thing's just so bulky that I'm just gonna have fun putting up toxic spikes and dwindling down the opponent's team, because toxic spikes are really helpful, and this thing can almost every time just get up toxic spikes and pressure the team to help Magearna, to help our next picks that are really good to help with toxic spikes and things like that. So Bloody Mary, the Toxapex, is gonna be fun. It's gonna be something that you could pretty much bring every single week. I'm not saying I'm gonna bring it every week, but it can always wall something pretty nicely. It's the poison water typing is really amazing. I really do like that. And we get our bulky water off the start, which is awesome. And this is an A rank mon, so that is Toxapex. And so far we're starting off really good. We got our Fairy Steel, and now we have our water mon. So that's pretty dope. And next we're gonna complete our Fairy Steel Dragon Core, and we picked up Sasuke the Latios. So Latios a beast. You guys know it's a beast. Latios can do so many things. Default can be offensive, it can be defensive. It's really fast, it hits extremely hard, just like Magearna. So right off the bat, you already see two special attackers that can pretty much break a lot of teams. Magearna, Toxapex, and Latios alone can just really tear and just annoy teams. And Toxic Spikes can really help Latios, which it is Sasuke, but help Latios a lot, because Latios just hits so hard to begin with, and if you don't have a good switch to it with Toxic Spikes on the field, it can really hurt people, and that's really the game plan with these three right here, which is going to be really cool. I did want to pick up Garchomp, because Garchomp is so good. I used it in WSS, as you guys did see. It was the top killer of the league, and it was really fun to use, but it got sniped for me, so I ended up going with Latios. Latios is still an amazing pick for me. It's super fun. I used it in the league that I was in before YouTube back in the day, and it was my favorite mon in the whole season. So I tend to like dragons. Dragons are pretty cool. They're always my favorite to play around with. But Sasuke, the Latios, is gonna be fun, and we do have a defogger, which is pretty awesome. You guys know Latios. You know, I'm not gonna go so much into detail about all these mons, especially though we have a few to talk about. It might take some time. I might talk a little bit about the Gen 7 mons, because maybe you guys haven't seen them as much, so I'll talk a little bit about them. But Latios, Calm Mind, Defog, Draco, and I didn't explain the Z moves. I don't like how they did it for TBU, but any mon can have a Z move. Obviously only one mon can have it per team, but any mon can pretty much carry a Z move, so it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird for me, but it's whatever. And we can also use Soul Dew on Latios now. It's not broken anymore. It only boosts up your dragon and psychic type moves, which is pretty awesome. Something to play around with, something to see that might work one day. And I could also run a Z move if I ever wanted to, which Latios Z move can be really hard to take on. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that is Latios. That is our next pick, and I'm super excited to use Latios again. So next, I wanted to pick up another hazard removal mon. I'm pretty sure this is how. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, so next we pick up Swisher Sweet, the Dawn Fan. And the reason I wanted to pick up Dawn Fan is because I wanted to pick up something that can remove hazards off the field. Of course, Latios can also do that, but I don't want Latios to always constantly be running defog. That is definitely not the plan. And I'm picking up Donphan because of that reason, and we're adding something else that's pretty bulky. So you see our team is already like looking extremely bulky, which I do like. I like the bulk. So we got Donphan. Obviously it's a physical tank that just takes on almost every physical attacker. And then we have Sturdy, which is an awesome ability to have in case I ever need. I don't need to run Sash, and if I ever need my Donphan to come in and just live on the Sash and kill something, it can do that. We can set up rocks, we can have Ice Shard for priority, we can Rapid Spin, Earthquake, and this thing just hits really hard. A base 120 attack is not something, it's not a passive mon you just want to switch into easily, because Earthquake will hurt pretty badly if you don't resist, or of course are immune to it. So that is Donphan. Once again, not gonna go into much detail, and switch your suite to Donphan. And if you guys know what that is, then you guys know. But if you don't, I'm not gonna explain. So yeah, that is Donphan. Donphan's gonna be fun. Donphan's gonna be something bulky to play around with, and something that can help out the team whenever we need it, especially to get away hazards if we don't want to take hazards off their side, only our side. You know, like Defog takes away both sides, Rapid Spin only takes away hazard from our side. So that is Donphan. Donphan's gonna be fun, and having a nice hard-hitting ground type is always cool to have on the team. So next, I'm gonna pick up something that I could not believe was actually still available this round. I was super happy that it was, because I was looking at it and I thought it was gonna be taken away from me, but it wasn't. So here comes thundurus-therian, a Zeus, the thundurus-therian. And thundurus-therian is oh man, this thing is scary to go up against. I hate going up against thundurus-therian. I tend to just get destroyed by it most of the time, because it just hits so hard. Base 145 special attack, a decent 105 attack, and it has both U-turn and Volt Switch, so it's, you know, I can always get momentum with Thundurus if I need to. It's not gonna be stopped by ground types because we do have that U-turn to move around if we ever need it, so that's really cool about it. And Volt Absorb, which is another another electric immunity, along with Donphan, and a resistance and Latios, which is something that Toxapex is weak to. So we have 3 really good checks to electric types, which is really awesome, because Toxapex is hard to take down, and there you go, we got checks for it. What is it? Toxapex is weak to Psychic, which Magearna and Latios both resist, and then Toxapex is weak to ground, which Latios and Thundurus both are immune to. So that's pretty cool. I do like that core right there. It's building a team. Oh my god, I think my voice cracked. Building a team that is gonna make Toxapex really hard to take down is something cool. And also Magearna, I do like that a lot. So Thundurus, back to Thundurus, a really cool mon, hitting extremely hard, and I've seen a lot of cool sets being used by Thundurus, but I've used Thundurus last year when I first started my channel. In my first ever YouTube league, I had Thundurus. This thing was fun to use, but I didn't really know it as well. Now, watching so many videos using it on the ladder, I learned a lot about Thundurus, and I'm super excited to use it. I've gone up against a lot of people who used it very well against me, and just watch a lot of people who use it very well, and I'm super excited to use Thundurus again. And just the power we have right now is really phenomenal. So I'm liking that a lot. I'm liking a lot of that. We are lacking a little bit on the physical side of strength, but we'll bring that up later in the draft. You will see that we do bring that up pretty nicely, at least I think. So that's Thundurus. Zeus, the god, it's gonna do the work. So we see these 5 right now. So next, I picked up another Gen 7 mon, which is gonna be something interesting. I just saw it chilling there. I saw that it was like low points, like it's not worth that many points. So Thundurus was actually a B rank, Donphan was a C rank, and Latios was a S rank, and Toxapex A rank, and I already said Magearna was S rank. So next we do have Lycanroc Midday. So Midday form, not the cool looking form. The other one I think looks pretty cool, but Lycanroc I like a lot. It's pretty cool. We can always use his Sand Rush ability if we ever need to, but if you look at his speed, it's already 112 speed, which is pretty fast, and 115 attack, which is really nice. So the reason I picked Lycanroc is because I wanted to add something else that can set up rocks and things like that. We have Donphan, but that's it. That's the only thing that can set up rocks at the moment. Toxapex can set up Toxapex, which is nice. So we do have hazards, but I wanted to add something that maybe one week could come, like a Sash lead, set up rocks, or just in general should set up rocks. And this thing hits pretty hard, so it's not like rocks is all it can do, and it's not super slow. It can easily be revenge killed because it is really frail, but I'm fine with that truthfully, because like I said, this thing can hit hard. It can set up Sword Stance, it could bulk up, and it has some really cool coverage moves that I think are going to be fun to use, and I'm excited to use this thing. so it has the priority that we do like Sucker Punch. We do have Sucker Punch. We have a Stellar Rock, which is stab, and it's gonna hurt pretty bad. So I'm pretty excited to use this thing. We can always revenge kill a lot of things with with Lycanroc, and I'm pretty pumped to try to use it. It's not like the most versatile thing in the world. It's not easy to tell what it's gonna do, but it's not like super versatile either, because obviously it's either gonna be like a sash lead or a physical attacker or a revenge killer, things like that. But it's still something you can't take lightly, and if you do take it lightly, it might just pretty much run through your team, or at least chip away at your team pretty nicely, because like stab rock moves are always really hard to go up against, unless of course you have a fighting type or a steel type, or I think a ground type too. But yeah, Lycanroc is gonna be fun. Hopefully it can put in some work for us. And that's 3 Gen 7 monsters I'm pretty happy about, because I want to at least get a few new mons to try out. You know. I've tried out Latios, I've tried out Thundurus. I have never used Donphan before, and obviously I have not used the Gen 7 mons. So this is the first 6 mons I did end up picking for the draft, looking real nice, hitting hard, and being pretty bulky. So now I'm gonna cut the screen off as I go into the other mons, the other 6 that we did pick. So we're gonna go back on the screen right now in about a second, and we do pick up a Mega Absol. So yes, I did pick up a Mega. The reason I picked up a Mega was because I saw how cheap this thing was. This thing was worth 100 points, which is really cheap. Magearna, I think, was like 150, so you can see the comparison. This is pretty much worth the same amount of points as Lycanroc and Donphan, which is like a C rank, which is amazing because Mega Absol is just so hard to switch into. If you don't have a good fairy type, this thing can just eat at your team pretty much, and if you let it set up a Source Dance, that's pretty much game. You know, it's over pretty much. So Mega Absol sound really cool. We can set up Source Dance. We even have Calm Mind. We can be a special set. If you look at it, 115 special attack and 150 attack. So that's 115 special attack is not bad whatsoever, and it has a very good speed tier in 115. So Mega Absol, I think it's probably like one of the biggest steals, because this thing can be really overpowered, truthfully. If you play it with if you work it around for the right team and you set it up correctly, I should say. And if you look at its coverage moves, it's really awesome with Will-O-Wisp, Thunder Wave, Exeter, because this thing does really cause a lot of switches, because people do get scared it's just gonna set up Source Dance, so they tend to want to switch into something that can take it on right away. So if I do set up a Source Dance, I can't, they can kill me because I am frail. So having the ability to cause all those switches can give me chances to set up a sub or Will-O-Wisp, Thunder Wave, anything like that, anything that can benefit the team, or even just click the button to hit something, because hitting something with this type of attack is just gonna hurt really bad. So I'm really pumped to use Mega Absol, the Mega Absol. I don't know if you guys know the artist Absol, that's why I named it, obviously, but that's Mega Absol. It's gonna be cool, it's gonna be fun to use, and I'm super pumped. And that's another hard hitter to add on to the team, along with the bulk we already have, which is pretty cool. So next, I wanted to pick up another Rapid Spinner, and I wanted to pick up something that I can resist dark types with. I can resist rock and stuff, and that is a fighting type in Hitmonlee. So we did pick up Hitmonlee. I've never used Hitmonlee on the Draft League format before. I wanted to, so I finally had the chance. And if you look at Hitmonlee, it's really bulky on the special side. Its HP is really bad though, but it can take special hits pretty nicely. Its attack is really nice. It has awesome abilities in Reckless, Limber, and Unburdened. They're all really good. He can't get paralyzed. If I ever want to run like a Scarf, he can't. Reckless is so strong. Reckless is strong, and Unburdened doubling the speed. You know how that works. Hitmonlee with Unburdened, pretty dope. So Hitmonlee gets a lot of cool moves that we can play around with. It can hit fairies, which you normally take it on. It can hit psychic types would normally take it on, and it's just a really cool mon to play around with. It can be clutch 1 week if someone doesn't think it's a threat and doesn't prepare for it correctly, and we could just do a lot of different things. Banded, Scarf, you know the normal gem fake out, all that stuff. So Hitmonlee is gonna be cool, and we get a Rapid Spinner in that too. Not the most reliable Rapid Spinner, but it is faster than other Rapid Spinners, which is really nice, with that base 87 speed, which is not terribly bad, but not the best. But I wasn't really looking at it for the speed. I was looking at it more for the utility of Rapid Spin and just hitting extremely hard and having a nice fighting type to use on the lower tiers. in the TBU, so that's pretty cool. Hitmonlee is gonna be fun. I really hope I can use this very nicely, and hopefully it does come a few weeks, so we'll see about that, because you know, sometimes mons don't really come every now and then, so hopefully Hitmonlee can put in the work, and it works pretty well, I think, with Mega Absol, with the psychic types coming in, but they are both weak to fairy, which sucks, but we do have two of the best fairy checks in the game, in Toxapex and Magearna, so I don't think we have to worry about fairies too much, and we do have something later on that can also handle fairies, so you'll see. So next, Hitmonlee was my 8th round pick, and next we have the 9th round pick. So the 9th round pick, actually, if you guys remember last season the last bench pick was the viewer pick. This time the 9th round pick is the viewer pick, and we can pick our whole bench. So we had the choice between 4 mons that we can pick from, and you guys, the viewers on Twitter and all that, you guys got to vote for us who was pretty much going to be in our team, and it has to be a mon from the tier system of FYE, which is pretty much the lowest tiering in the whole league. You know, it goes from S plus rank, and the lowest is FYI, I should say, FYI. And so I picked, who did I pick? I picked Pikumuku, I picked Dusclops, I picked Meowstic, and I picked Magearna, and the mon that we got that got voted pretty much right away, everybody just voted for this, and that is Magearna, and I'm calling it at Shoddy YT, because that is Shoddy's Twitter, because he said if I get a kill with this, he's gonna follow me, which is, I guess, cool. So Magearna is, did I say Magearna? I meant Meganium. I don't know why I said Magearna. I keep getting their names mixed up. It's way too close to each other. Meganium. I'm sorry, guys, but Meganium's alright. It's pretty bulky. It's not it's not so freaking terrible. I don't think it's that bad of a mon. It's a bulky grass type, so we do have our water and our grass type. And this thing's gonna be fun to just, I don't know, do some memes, or maybe it can come in clutch some week. I don't know. I don't see it really coming in any weeks. I don't know. We'll see. But it has some cool moves like Dragon Tail, Earthquake. It can play a special moveset, or a physical attacking moveset, but obviously you can also have, which is gonna be the main thing about Meganium, is gonna be the defensive sets, either physical or special, which it can actually carry pretty well, because that's based on both defenses. It has 100 and HP of 80, which is not bad whatsoever. I think that's actually pretty boss. And Meganium's really bulky. It has Leech Seed, it has Synthesis, it has Swords Dance. You know that Swords Dance, you never know when they can come in handy. And actually has a lot of moves like Aromatherapy, so it's something that can heal our team up if we ever need it. Because at the moment, I don't think we have any. I don't know if Magearna gets any heal bell or anything like that. But for now, let's say we don't have any, and Aromatherapy is something that can really help us out whenever we need it. If we see a team that's gonna stack us with Toxic Spikes, or like, I don't know, just Thunder Wave everything, we could have Aromatherapy with Meganium. Almost said Magearna again. But yeah, that's Meganium. Meganium's cool. I hope I could use it at least once pretty well, hopefully. But yeah, I'm gonna have fun with this mon if we ever do bring it. So yeah. So next, we go into the bench, and the way the bench works is that we have 3 mons that are on the bench, and you cannot use those mons for the week it's on the bench, but you can swap them around. We have unlimited swaps this time, but you can only do 1 swap each week. So the first bench mon we did pick up is Blueberry the Miltank. So Miltank is gonna be so dope to use. I've been wanting to use Miltank for the longest time. I've used it on the ladder plenty of times. Blueberry the Miltank. I'm super excited to use this thing. Stealth Rocks, Milk Drink, Body Slam. It's really freaking bulky on the defensive side. It's okay on the special side, but with the ability to take fat, it can actually take fire and ice moves really well on the special defensive side. It got Sap Sipper for that Celesteela if it wants to Leech Seed my ass or something like that. And Scrappy if we ever want to go offensive, maybe hit some ghost types and things like that with Body Slam, return and stuff. But Blueberry the Miltank is going to be fun to use. It's got a really nice speed, which I'm really fond of, because something bulky with good speed is always nice, because we could actually outspeed certain like offensive mons and things like that. So Miltank's going to be pretty cool. Obviously it's a normal type, it doesn't get any resistances. It does have an immunity to ghost and then a weakness to fighting, so I think we have that pretty covered though. And I think that the immunity to ghost can come in really handy to take on ghost type moves for what's it called, for Latios, which is pretty cool. I do like that. And then vice versa, Latios can take fighting moves for Miltank, so that's pretty cool. And so can Toxapex. Toxapex can pretty much take everything, so. If you do look at our team though, we are kind of weak to Mamoswine a little bit. That's something we are gonna have to play around. Mamoswine is always pretty much threatens every single team, but my team definitely in particular, but we do have certain things that can handle it if it does come to that. And actually Miltank is something pretty nice that can also handle it to a certain point. So that is Miltank. Another Stealth Rock setter, which is awesome to have. So we have Donphan, we have a Celerock, we have Miltank to set up Rock, and we have Toxapex to set up Toxic Spikes. So we have a good amount of hazard support, which I really do think is nice for this team, because we do have some extremely hard hitters that can definitely take advantage of hazards on their sides. So that is Miltank, Blueberry Dumb Miltank, pretty dope. I'm excited to use it, and I hope you guys are too. So next, our next pick is gonna be Virizion. So yes, we do get another grass type. I actually had Virizion before I had Meganium, because we picked all our mons first, and then the Veer pick was picked, and Meganium got picked. So we do have 2 grass types and 2 fighting types, which is fine, because I do not see them both coming at all ever any week. So who knows, maybe it can, but I don't really see that. And this thing is really bulky. I do like this thing a lot. Sadly it doesn't get Leech Seed, at least I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't get Leech Seed. If this thing got Leech Seed, that'd be dope, but it does get Synthesis, which is fine. It's a good mon to take on fighting, dark types for Latios. And this thing can be deadly if you let it set up. Does this thing get Swords Dance? Yeah, it does get Swords Dance. Alright, so if you let this thing set up Swords Dance or Calm Minds, it can be really deadly. And if you do look at its special defense, it's very nice. HP 91 is beautiful. Special defense of 129 is great. Its attack and special attack not the best, but once you set up Swords Dance or Calm Minds, it can be really, really deadly. And this thing can be, I don't know, it's just something random you can bring 1 week. Maybe it could help out to win. It is quad weak to flying, which it's fine, because I do have things that could take on flying type stuff. So we'll see about that. But Virizion, something I've seen people use. I've never touched it ever before. I've used Cobalion before. I do like Cobalion a lot, so I know obviously they're 2 completely different mons, but hopefully, and I use Terrakion, of course, which I love Terrakion, one of my favorite mons. So now this is the 3rd one, and now we've tried all of them. So I tried Cobalion, I've tried Terrakion, and now I'm gonna try Virizion. So hopefully it could do something. I think it has potential to do work. Especially people underestimate it. I think it has potential to do a lot of stuff. So yeah, so that's Virizion. Not really much to talk about. It gets some good coverage moves and some good bulky stuff. And yeah, we'll see. So next is our last pick, and this is the only mon that's actually we've ever used in last TBU season, and that is a Scavalier. So if you did see last season, we had a Scavalier, and we are picking it up again. I really did like a Scavalier. I didn't use it like a crazy amount. I did use it a few weeks, maybe like 3 weeks, which is, you know, I think half the season right there almost. I like a Scavalier. Scavalier is really cool. It's really slow, but it's really bulky. It hits extremely hard. It is quad weak to fire, but that's the only weakness it has. And I think this thing can be really good, and I have some good ideas with it that I didn't get to try out last season that I could have, and I just didn't see till after the match. So there's a few things I'm gonna try with a Scavalier that hopefully can work. We got another steel type to take on fairies, of course, which last season I think we had 2 steel types last season, but it didn't work so well with fairies, truthfully. But this is a Scavalier. Not a lot of things want to switch into a Mega Horn or a Iron Head from this thing, because it just hits so hard. Base 135 attack, it's really scary. It's hard to switch into, and it could take on a lot of hits, even super effective fire hits that can live, which I've had done before last season. So this thing is going to be pretty fun to use. Once again, hopefully I can put some more work with it. I could definitely see this thing coming. This thing is scary. I think it's a really great mon, especially for the lower tier. The E tier is really, really nice to have, and hopefully we can do some damage with this thing. It's gonna be cool, and having another knockoff user is pretty awesome too, along with Mega Absol and Hitmonlee. I think that's all that gets knocked off, or the stun. I think Thundurus gets knocked off too, actually, possibly. We'll see. I think it does though. But yeah, that's the squad, guys. That is the 12 we are gonna be having. This is the second half, the 6th, and I hope you guys do enjoy this team. I think this team's pretty cool. I think it's gonna be fun to use. I think it fits my playing style very well. We are probably more offensive than defensive, I would kind of say, in a way. But we are weak to a few things that I do see, but hopefully we can put in the work regardless and just play around those things. And week 1 we are going up against Jack, aka Just Weavile, and he's the coach of the Wolverhampton Weaviles. So he's a really good battler. I've watched his videos plenty of times. He was here last season, and he's gonna be our first opponent. So hopefully we can take them on. We are going up against Kelly under the radar this season, which is pretty awesome because I wanted to battle Kelly for a while now, my good buddy. And hopefully we can put in work this season. Hopefully make the playoffs and then see what we can do thereon. So yeah. So I hope you guys did like the team. Like I said, I really do like this team a lot. It's gonna be fun to use. A lot of new things and a lot of cool power. I just like power. I like drafting power sometimes. It's really nice to draft. So yeah, so that's gonna be the team, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy, and make sure you guys let me know what you think about the team. If you like it, if you don't like it, give me some nicknames for some of the monsters you didn't see nicknames on, like Hitmonlee. And I think only Hitmonlee, Lycanroc, and Magirna don't have nicknames. I have Virizion right here. I don't know if I said that, but Virizion, Hitmonlee, Magirna, Lycanroc don't have nicknames. So if you guys do have some, make sure you tell me, because that'd be cool. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys did like the team, and I will see you guys in week 1, which is gonna be after Pokebank releases. So this draft is coming out way before the actual season is gonna start, most likely. I don't know when Pokebank releases. I could just be talking nonsense, but so yeah, when Pokebank releases, that's when we're gonna go into the season. So make sure you guys do look out for that. I think every Sunday we're gonna be posting. I don't know, I could be wrong about that too. I haven't been following up about the upload days, but yeah. So I hope you guys are excited. I hope you like the team, and I will see you guys when the season does start. So thank you guys once again, and always, like always, have a beautiful day, fam.